Okay, third graders, you all have at least one chapter with you, is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. After we left yesterday, when we were done with writing at the end of the day, I was thinking about all of the things that we've been doing as information writers. And I kind of feel, I was looking at our big ideas chart, and I kind of feel like we've become experts in this way. So we're going to start talking about all of the things we know in just a bit here. Today's focus that we have is going to be all about using text features in our information writing. So today's learning target is going to be that we will learn how to use these text features to make it easier for our readers to read our book, but also to learn from our books. So we're going to figure out what that means and how to do it. Like I said, we're already experts. It seems like we know so much right now about information writing as we've been going through this unit. And when I look at this big idea chart, it just shows me all of the things that we've been talking about and that we know information writing needs. So what I want you to do is, in just a second here, partner one, start out and turn and talk to your partner about some of those things that you know information writers need to use in a piece of writing, whether that be a book or just a short piece of writing that has information. What are those things that information writers need to do? And then partner two, you will do the same. Turn and talk to that person that you know you chat with at the carpet.
Well, what you need to do is you have to put information in it, but you have to also make it not like fact by fact by fact. You have to like add some like fun in it. Like right here in my first chapter, what I wrote for my beginning is these are expectations in baking. Baking is fun because you make a yummy treat at the end. And let's say you're baking brownies, you can steal a chocolate chip. You have to make it like fun, but also you have to add information, and it can't be like repeat, like repetition. You want to tell more.
So what you're saying is that we should add more, but we don't repeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third graders, let me pause you for just a minute here. Some of the things that I'm hearing us talk about are text features, but we're not there yet. I'm talking about any of the other strategies that we have used so far. So for instance, one of the things that we started out doing was we created a big list of all of our expert topics. I'm not asking you to tell me the type of text features that we need. We are thinking about what are all of the other things that information writers need to do in order to write their piece. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I needed to pause you for a minute because I'm hearing friends go, oh, they need diagrams, they need illustrations. We're not talking about text features just yet. I'm talking about what are all of the things that we've talked about so far that has led to our information writing piece. Good to go?
Yeah.
Awesome, go for it.
So information writers, they need like a table of contents for their book, but they also need a table of contents for their chapters, or they wouldn't know like what to put in their chapters.
So what you're saying is that you need some like information in it, but also not like, but also some like fun in it.
Also, but what I'm saying is that they need to get their writing organized so they can like know what to put in their writing, or they won't know what facts to put in and what ideas where to put them.
So what you're
we
basically
learn in this unit is like to balance facts and ideas.
So what you're saying is you need
Okay,
to
third
have them in
graders, I'm going to
order.
pause you. Some of the things that I was hearing you talk about, some of the things that I heard you telling your partner were, we did use a table of contents. I heard Diotech talking to Amelia about using this idea of a mini table of contents for each chapter of the book so you know what information goes in there. I heard some other friends here at the carpet talking about using those transition words to really connect my writing. And I heard someone else up front talking about this idea of elaboration. Elaborating on the details in my writing, but what do we not do when we elaborate?
Do not repeat.
Do not repeat, right? You don't want to say the same thing over and over and over, because it's like, oh man, I've heard this too many times now. We want to keep it fresh, but elaborate on that writing. So look at how you are already experts in this information writing. Well, today we're going to take it even further. And today we're going to learn that information writers think, what text feature is going to help my readers? And then you just include maybe one of those text features for that section of your book. So the key important thing here, my friends, is we have some common text features. We are familiar with these because we used them in our nonfiction newspapers about a month ago. But the key here is we know what they are. We know why we use them. But now we need to be very careful about how we use them in our information writing. And the reason for that is, it's not about quantity. More is not better with text features. What I don't want to do is I don't want to go into my information writing piece and go, ooh, yeah, I'm going to add an illustration, and then a caption, and then I'm going to add a fact box. Oh, and you know what else? I'm going to do a diagram and a map. A map is my favorite. If they don't go with your writing and they're not the best choice, more is not better. That will not help your reader to learn more about your topic. I want us to think about the best text feature for a section of our writing, which is why you brought a chapter or two with you to the carpet today. So while you are looking at your chapters, I'm going to pass out our text features charts. Let's think about a diagram before I do that. What is the purpose of a diagram? Well, a diagram, and I don't even think a diagram labels different parts of some sort of object or thing. So I know in some of your books, a diagram may be useful because it may really show your reader some sort of topic that you're talking about where it needs to be labeled and you can explain that. Some of you, that may not be the choice. What I want you to do is look at these charts, the text feature and their purpose, and I want you to sit for just a minute and think on your own, looking at that chapter of yours, which text feature would be the best for my reader, and why is that? Okay, think on your own for just a minute here. I'm going to pass these out. Look at your writing. Think about which text feature would be the best, and then I go ahead and pass this down. And when you are ready, turn and talk to your partner so that you can explain to them which text feature you would use for this chapter of your book and why.
So what I would add is I would add over here because I'm seeing like a bunch of things like this chapter 2 is about different foods in my chapter baking, in my book baking, and at the end I said or even homemade brownies or ice cream or a lollipop or a piece of pie. Even again, there are endless possibilities for dessert. I hope this chapter made you try a new food. I think I should maybe do like on the back over here, right here, I should do like a recipe, like I said over here, you could have for lunch a salad and for dinner. So I sometimes help my mom make salads, so I know what I could do. So I could do like a chain, like what you have to do.
So I think over here, since I explained what you need to do to prepare to play chess, I think I should put those ideas, just jot them down here, so for them to refresh their minds if they didn't understand, that they can just look at it again.
So what you're saying is maybe you're gonna do like a chessboard diagram?
Yeah. No, not that. What I wrote in this chapter, I'm gonna like jot them down fact by fact. Also, so like I put ideas in this too, but like if they don't understand the ideas, they can also if they
So
don't
basically, you're saying a
understand-
glossary.
Yeah, like what did they learn in
Okay,
this
third
chapter? I
graders,
can
I'm
just
going
put
to
it
pause.
there.
Many of you have looked into your chapters and you're thinking about which text feature is going to be the best. I want you to hold on to that thought for just a minute. And we're going to take a look at this article that looks familiar to you, right? We read that this morning. And this article is all about where turtles can live. If you need to, go ahead and revisit this section for just a minute. But we've already read it, we're already familiar with this. And now I want us to think about that idea. That big question today, what text feature would go best with this section? If this was my information writing, which text feature is going to help my readers the best? I'm going to have you share that with your partner. Partner 2, start first this time. And then we're going to share out just a couple of ideas. Which text feature do you think would be the best for this writer?
I think the best text feature for this writer would be a diagram. So they could draw a diagram of places they can live and different like types of turtles and where they go in the world because turtles live all around the world.
I respectfully agree and respectfully disagree because I agree that you can do a diagram with it, but also she could have done, the author could have done like a diagram of a turtle and like put like do an arrow like for the reasons like this is the body part that can't go let's say in water, so that's why they have to live on the desert, so they can like put an arrow and like tell some information about it, like okay, this isn't true, but pretend the lungs of a turtle, they can't go in water, so they would have to stay on land the whole time.
I respectfully agree. I agree with you because if they don't put like you know how you said they could point an arrow for this part cannot go in the water, but I think if that was true, I think the author could have added that they can go in the water with this
Third
part
graders,
and get
come back
food
together.
from the water.
I want us to share out a couple different ideas. Sephora, what was your idea that you were talking about in terms of a text feature that would really work here?
I was thinking about a diagram so you can label all the pictures because it's saying that they can live in sand, mud, and deserts and swamps. And if you just read that, you wouldn't necessarily know how and how
Okay.
it looks like.
So she's saying a diagram to really label those parts. So you label the swamps, you label the deserts, you label those things in an illustration. I heard her make a claim of what she would choose, and I heard her support that with evidence for why. I'm also looking for Lewis to give us your claim. What do you claim he should use here?
I think he should use a map
A map.
because
What makes you say that?
if the reader was reading this, they might get frustrated where they live around the globe because there's like many different types of deserts.
Okay, so a map of all the different types of places. Swamps, deserts, mud, sand. And then my friend here, Maddie, had another idea. Give us your claim. What do you think she should use?
I think that they should draw a
Spotlight on Maddie.
well, it's illustration with a caption under it. What was underwater and then on land.
Okay.
It said that they move slower on land
Sure.
and faster in the water.
So she's saying she would draw two separate illustrations. One of the turtles in water and give a caption saying, turtles swim faster in water. And then one of them on land and add another caption under that. Now the thing is here, we came up with a couple different options. Did we all have a reason for why that would help our reader? We all came up with reasons why that would help our reader. Should we do all three? What do you think?
No.
I'm thinking exactly what you're thinking. Choose the best one that's going to help your readers, and that's kind of your opinion. We might all have different opinions. If this was Maddie's writing, she would do illustrations with captions. But if it was Lewis's writing, he would do a map. Is it okay that they're going to be different? Yeah, it's your decision on what you think is going to work best. So remember today before we go, it's not about it's not about quantity. It's not about do as many text features as you can. It's about making them quality, making them really good so that they're meaningful and they help your reader to really understand your story better. As we go today, keep that in mind. Today you might be working on our learning target where you're adding those text features to help readers. You might be revisiting or revising a chapter while you do that, or you might be focusing on that big goal that we set after looking at those checklists. You decide what's best for you as a writer today. Are we ready to go and try that out?
Yes.